Hi, I'm Cheryl Rowling, an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Ontario, Canada. Thank you for joining me today. Don't worry about sizes or supplies for this card as they are attached to this video. If you enjoy watching this video, could you please like and share as this helps me grow my channel? And if you could leave a comment, that would be wonderful, as I love to see where you're watching from or what you think of the card. If you aren't already subscribed, please click the subscribe button and hit notifications so you will know when I post a new video. If you don't already have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I would love to help you out. My contact information is attached. This is the cute card we're going to be making today. Isn't it adorable? It goes like this. It's called it's a tower card. You flip it over and you've got stuff on the back, and I love the fact that it stands up. I love cards that stand up so that people can display them at their birthday or Christmas or whatever, and this card does, and I thought it was so cute. This is the new Penguin stamps. That's called Penguin Place. Look at all the cute little images. There's 1 foot, there's 2 feet, there's a bill for the side of the face and a bill for the front of the face, and there's a heart, and there's eyes, and there's hat, and like, look at all the images. A fishing rod. Well, I turned it into holding a gift bag. I thought that could be like just holding a gift bag as they're taking it to give to somebody, but you could use it as for your bait too. It was just very versatile. I just love this. And there's the envelope and the cute little penguin on it. Just adorable. I will show you what the designer series paper, if I can find it. It is Penguin Playmates, and I just took a 2-inch square. Actually, it's 4 inches, and then I cut it in half and I flipped it over. So this is the other half of that, and this is the other half of that, and like I just set it up like that. And these are the colors that go with it, and I thought it just easier that way. But aren't they adorable? I love these too, but these, you can cut them out and you could add them to your cards or do whatever you want. I used this one and I used this one on this card. So what we're going to do is get out our trusty, and this is how you start with it after you've cut it out and scored. But you start out with, this is 8 1/4, so you cut off 1/4 of an inch off the side, and this is 5 1/2, which is a normal size. So you take this and you put it in and you score it at, let me see, get that here, make that out of the way, 1. Then you move it over to 2. Then you move it over to 3. And try to get it on it as good as possible. Now you can continue to do it over here and do 5 1/4, 6 1/4, 7 1/4, or you can just turn it around and do it the same again at 1, 2, and 3. Does that make sense? I just found it easier just to flip it over. Well, flip it around, not flip it over. I didn't flip it over. I just flipped it around so that it takes up less space on my desk and I don't have to worry about you guys seeing. So then I took it like this. Now it's scored at 1, 2, 3, and this is 5 1/4, 6 1/4, 7 1/4. So what I'm going to do is cut it from 1 to 3 and from 5 1/4 to 7 1/4 at the 1 inch mark. I hope that makes sense to you. Now I'm starting at the, whoops, get it at the 1 and keep it there. I find the 1 is the hardest one to get it started at. Oh, wrong one. Because it tends to want to slip, and then you just go over here just right to the score line, and then you come over here at the score line, and you can see it lines up, and then you go to the score line here. Now you're moving it to the 2 inch mark. And I'm going to move it over slightly so I can see better. There's 1 to the 3, and I'm going by the score mark. You can go by the marks here, but I am, whoops, make sure it's stays against this side. And now I'm doing it 5 1/4 to 7 1/4. Now what I'm doing is just slipping this around, and I'm repeating on this side. And since I'm down here, whoops, I moved it again. Hold it there, then it works better. 7 1/4 to 5 1/4, lift it up, bring it over to the score line, 3, and go to 1. Now I'm moving it to 2 inches again. See, there's a 1 inch and the 2 inch, so I'm moving that down to 2 inches, and I'm going from the score line here to the score line there. Then I'm picking it up, taking it to the 5 1/4 or the score line, holding my paper, and going to the 7 1/4 or the score line. And it comes out like that. Now get rid of this. Now you fold this one like this. Just fold it in towards the card, and then it will be a lot easier. I found if you didn't do that, it wasn't as easy. So now I'm putting my finger in there, and I'm pushing these up and pushing those down. So this goes up, this goes up, whoops, that goes down, and that goes up, and then you burnish your edges. Okay, now we're going to do the same thing on this side. This one goes up, that one goes down, this one goes up, that one goes down, and that one goes up. It's just like if you're weaving a basket, and then just push them, and then burnish your edges, flip it over, and you've got to burnish these edges too. And there you go. And it stands up. What do you think? I hope you got that. Makes it easier. And what I have done is I have pre-cut and glued all these strips, because you honestly don't need to see me cutting them and gluing them down on these strips, because that's something that is so easy. So what I've done is on this one, they kind of match up. So I'm putting them like that. I cut them from side by side. So I'm just going to glue these on. And this is Misty Moonlight, the dark blue, and Balmy Blue, and then the designer series paper, which this is a freebie that you can earn. It started yesterday. For every $60 you spend from any catalog. It does not have to be from the new mini. It can be from the annual catalog. You just need to spend $60, and this is one of the items that you can pick for free. I thought it was just adorable. That's cute so far. And now, this is a different DSP, but I didn't want the animals coming down this way because they would distract from the front of the card that I was doing. Do you see what I mean? It just kind of blends in. It kind of looks like snowflakes, only they're different colors. So these are, again, glued down. All the sizes and everything are listed in the video. Okay, Cheryl, move that. Yep, move it. Nope, move it. I'm not getting it in the center. That does not please me. I like it to be centered. Get that one down, and now this one off. There we go. Just like that. Shouldn't be that hard. But I'm trying to go fast, and it seems the faster you go, the more you get behind. And things happen and they slip, and as you're putting them down, because you don't have a lot of space to work with on these when you're trying to put them down. And then, but look how cute it looks. I love this paper. So cute. Of course, these are my colors, so. Now we're bringing this over here, and this is, again, is Balmy Blue, and this is where you're going to put your signature and anything you want to say to the person that you're giving it to. I showed this to my granddaughter yesterday, and she loved it, and she said she wanted it for Jacob's birthday. Well, we just celebrated Jacob's birthday, and I made him a dinosaur card, which was absolutely adorable because he's into the bones too, and I put bones on it. It's an old stamp set that I had when he was younger, and I've kept it because he is just a dinosaur fanatic. We say he's going to be a paleontologist when he gets older because he just loves that kind of stuff. He knows so much about dinosaurs. I'm going, oh my word. And yeah, he can tell you what they eat and where they lived and what if they're friends or foes of others. And it's amazing how much he loves dinosaurs. Now, this one I did different from this one. This one I did with the same as here. And this one I did with the same as this. So you can pick and choose whatever you want to do. I thought it was just kind of a cool way of putting extra and changing them so they don't all look the same, but you can do them all the same if you want. Now, these are 2 and 5 inch squares. I see there's some fuzz there. And then what you do is, I just did through the center here because that is down, and then I just kind of did a square in the center so that it would hold it down, and then I placed it at the top up here, and I tried to get it as much in the center as I could, but because you can't do the points out here because they're not attached. Can you see that? They're not attached. But this whole center is. Now you do it again. Kind of like arrows, so that the whole thing is attached. You could do it a little bit longer if you want, kind of like that. And then this in the center. And again, you're lining up these points with everything, trying to get it in the center, and trying to line this and this and this all up as best you can. Like, you can't get it perfect. No one expects you to get it perfect. But if you can get it as close as possible, then that's awesome. And that looks not too bad. So push it down. And now, oh, well, I had another one. Huh, where'd I put it? Oh well, I will make another one. I'm not going to make you wait. I did it at the blue and the white are 2 5/8. So I did this at 2 3/4, and I made it a square at 2 3/4 by, oops, that one's got a bend in it. There, good thing I had that paper close by. There we go. And this one I did here, and it's basically, you just don't go to the end of the very, very tip, but most time you don't do that anyways, because those tips are hanging over. But it's just the very, very tip. It really isn't much that is hanging over. So what's everybody up to today? Hope you're enjoying the weather. Everything's sliding around. What a mess. Okay, now I have that's what I wanted. Okay, I'm using Balmy Blue, and I'm using my blending brush. And you don't want to get blobs on it. So you always start off the side at a different spot. And you don't want the clouds to look the same, so you always move your cloud template over so that there's nothing, it's not the same cloud formation all the way down your page. See, it looks different. So now I'm there we go. You just move it back and forth so that it looks different. You can tell when you look at it. And it just makes a wonderful cloud formation. This template, I love this template. Now we're going to put that aside and put the blue aside for right now. and we're going to stamp this penguin. Right. Right there. And now I'm going to take the verse, be cool, be chill, be merry, and try to get this straight without getting my head in the camera, which is very hard to do. Oh, not quite straight, but it'll do. And, oh, I screwed up. Let's start over again. Don't do as I did. Do your penguin first. Then you do your be cool, be chill, be merry. Still got it crooked. I'm gifted today. But it's very hard when you can't get right over top of it. Let me see where, there's my blending brush. And now go around. Don't do what I did and do the whole thing, because you don't want blue penguins. That's not cool. See how much better that looks now? Silly me, honestly. Sometimes I think, oh, that's a smart, just do it ahead of time. Nope, not quite so smart. And this one, this side, when you've got something there, you can flip it around too, so that you don't, I like to bring it up to the image, but not right over top of it, because then it keeps the white white. Silly me. Okay, now we're getting the fishing pole maybe. There it is. Now what I did is I took a Post-it note and I put it down here, because I didn't want the fishing rod to be that tall, because it would have been out of the outside. And what I'm doing is I'm putting it in his hand and I'm putting it up most of the way, but not all the way, see? And now I'm going to find the pail, or I called it a gift bag. Looks like a gift bag to me. There. Oh, I stamped it up too high. Oh well, I can't do anything about that now. You just watch what you're doing. I'll fix this later. And what I did is I took the light Smoky Slate blends and I just went underneath this to ground it so that it's not floating in midair. Just like that. Okay, get on there. Now I'm looking for 2 feet. Let's get rid of the blue. I should be stamping on this. That's why it's not working, because I'm not stamping on this. Now I'm putting the feet down here. Just like that. And I'm getting the beak, and I used pumpkin pie. And I put it right up to the part that comes down on his face. Now I'm using Misty Moonlight, and I'm doing a hat, and I put it on the side of his head, just like that. And there's a scarf, and I'm putting it around his neck, just like that. Isn't he cute? And what I did is I used my black marker to make like there's birds flying in the air. Just like that. It kind of fills in the area and it just gives it another dimension. Isn't that cute? And now I'm going to put this on here. Isn't that cute? This set is so cute. Now, I've got the season greetings. And again, I will probably get it crooked because I cannot see straight down on top of it. Oh, that's not too bad. That was actually pretty good. Now I'm taking the curve for the snowbank so that the penguin can slide down it. Doesn't matter where you put it on there. And now, where's the other penguin? Here's the other penguin. He's sliding down the hill. Isn't that cute? And now there's, we need the pumpkin pie again. And we're doing the beak, and you just have to check and make sure which way it goes. And there's a little line, and the little line goes at the front. See, it goes here because it's where the bill opens up. Again, my desk is filled. There we go. So I told Saphira that I would make this card for her teachers for Christmas if she wanted. And she was so excited because she loved this card and she thought they would too. So now we're going to get an envelope and we're going to stamp the envelope. And I'm putting it right down at the very bottom. Oops, got to do feet again. I don't know, maybe the feet are orange. What do you think? Are they feet orange? Maybe I should check that out. I did black. Now I got to do the bill. Now this is the straight on bill because there's two different ones. Like that. And now the hat. You could have stamped off this too, the blue, and then it would have looked like that, easily do that, or you can change it to a different color. But I kind of wanted to put it towards the colors that were in here to make it match everything. So what do you think? Clear off my desk just a little bit so you can see. What do you think of this card? Is it cute? I think so. I think it's absolutely adorable. And sits up, that's what it looks like. I hope you can see that standing up. This is sitting down like this, and there you go. And it fits into the envelope just like that. It will fit into your envelope. So what do you think? I want to thank you for watching. I want to thank you for any comments that you will leave, like, share, subscribe to my channel. That would be very appreciated. Tell others, share my video, let others know that there's some cute cards coming. Now that the celebration has started, you can get items free for any $60 you spend in. It has to be in Canadian, in Canada, and then you get to pick. There's quite a few freebie things from this is the celebration catalog. And there's this beautiful glittery paper, and here's this paper that I just showed you. Then there's this stamp, Feels Like Home. There's this gorgeous paper. It's just black and white. Stunning paper. Everybody loves black and white. This is a designer series paper that goes with the Peaceful deer bundle. You can see it there, the punch there. It is, oh, amazing. I love it. Last week I did a Counting Sheep card, and there's the dies that go with it for another $60. So that would be $120 each. And there's textures and frames, so you could do different things with that. And this is the die set that goes with the Summer Shadow stamp set that's listed in the annual catalog. And this is the gorgeous Delicate Dahlia flower stamp. It is a polymer stamp, but it's also the very highly detailed. It's amazing. It's really amazing how gorgeous it is. And there's your catalog. But there's that stamp set, and there's a punch to go with it. I did not use the punch today. In another video I will be using it, but if you would like, it starts August the 3rd, which was yesterday, and it goes to September 30th. Please let me know if there's anything I can do to help you. If you need a catalog, there's the Winter Mini is out, July to December. Actually, it started in August. Forget the July. Because of, with COVID, they had shipping delays. And there's beautiful items in here, like cute squirrels and so many. This stamp set is amazing for Thanksgiving. But look at this. Isn't that gorgeous? The birch trees. There's so many, and love this stamp set. Love the polar bears. And look at this. Can you imagine a beautiful Christmas scene with that? Look at all the gorgeous, gorgeous items in this. There's the Penguin Place stamp set that I showed you. I just did the card with. Now, I'm going to be doing one with this. stamp set because I have family that love animals and have lots of animals. So I will be doing that one shortly. But look at all these wonderful items in here. This is the deer. Aren't they beautiful? Like, they're gorgeously, look at the details on them. They're beautifully made. I love this one too. And it comes with this cloche. Don't know if I'm spelling it right, but there's actually bubbles that you can make a shaker card using. You have to buy it's kind of like a bubble that comes up, and you put little beads in there and you can actually shake it. But I love this. Love that. And it's done up there. It's gorgeous. Now I have this one. I had it last year. It's a carryover. It's a beautiful snowman. And I have this. Look at the detail in this. And can you imagine the kind of cards you can make with that? You can do background paper, one sheet wonder kind of things. But there's so many beautiful items in this catalog. And there's that cloche. I don't know. I'm sorry if I'm butchering it. But it's another stamp set to extend the use into like birthday or something else. Tasty treat for someone sweet. Love you. Bring on Christmas. Any way you slice it, I'm thankful for you. You could use it for Thanksgiving. You could use it for birthday. You could use it for thinking of you. There's so many things that you could use that for. And then there's this, well, it's these larger images, but nice fonts and nice words. And then there's all the sweets that go with. If you would like to get the catalog, the mini catalog, or the celebration brochure, let me know. And as long as you don't already have a demonstrator, I would be glad to help you out. Thanks for watching. Bye now.